I don't have us winning this week. I feel like we've just dealt with way too much. It's not an indictment on who we are as a team. I just think that, this week is going to get us. It's a little too much. And we're traveling on top of all of this. Like we just exhaled 2 days ago, right? And for me, like I was saying, everybody was, I feel as though that there was a huge, everybody was happy, right, about Nick coming in, and it was a huge jolt of energy because of that, right? But I felt relieved. Like, I did not feel happy. I felt like, finally, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's a good distinction.
Yeah, I wasn't grateful.
We did it. It's like you didn't trade for anyone. He was supposed to be there. It's relief.
Yeah, I didn't.
Like
that's
the craziness is over. The weirdness is over.
There was nothing that elated me about Nick coming here. For me, I felt like we just got in by the skin of our teeth. Like, oh my God, like how many times are we going to go through this? It was a relief. So for me, having that type of feeling didn't give me the confidence to say we're going to then be ready in 72 to 96 hours and go face a team that they haven't had any issues. You know what I mean? Like, just think about that. They haven't had any issues. Nobody's talking about the Steelers. There's been no hiccups whatsoever. Business as usual. Like, really, they're kind of just waiting on us to show up, right? And we think that with all of the calamity and the stuff that we did, we're going to be, locked in and just ready to play. I mean, it's the job. It's what you're supposed to do. I hate to put a dark cloud over this. I don't take joy in saying this, but realistically, if I'm in the coach's office, I'm like, God damn, man, can we just try to get some mo? We need some momentum, man. We need some motivation. Yeah. Like even Kyle, think about this. And this is just the mental health aspect of it. Kyle already said that he had already gone to reservations that we're not playing with him. And the team had already came to that reservation too. Dude, that's like being on death row, eating your last meal, and the governor comes in to stave execution on your last bite. Or like,
right, you've already mentally gone to the place where I'm dying today. So
you're already mentally there of like, this ain't happening, bro. Right? It's over. Right?
Yeah.
And for them to get staved off execution, like the human side of you, emotionally, you're like, yes. But the human side of you is like, fuck, did I really have to just go through all of this shit, man?
Yeah.
Like
that was so unnecessary.
Yeah, like we did not have to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that comes from somewhere. You know what I mean? That anxiety, that energy, that worrying, that comes
Remember
from
we were talking about after the Raiders game, like we were saying, like, does this team just think they can show up week one? Well, Bosa does.
Yeah.
Bosa does. And he's the best player in the team. He's not the captain, but he kind of sets the tone. So why wouldn't they think they could just show up week one if he can?
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for us to get normal. I'd love for us to get boring, right? Just guys are practicing. There's no more contract situations. I mean, but like I said before, perfect is not on the menu, right? So we can't act as if that our situation needed to go a certain way. We would have loved for it to the optimal way would have been to have him in, not miss any time, and live happily ever after. That didn't happen, right?
No.
So where we are right now, I will give a lot of credit if we win this game. I'm on record that we'll lose. I think we'll lose, but I will give a lot of credit if we win this game because there's a lot going on right now. Huh?
See, I'm not going to give as much credit if they win this game. Here's the way I look at it. The Niners are better than the Steelers. Beat them. There's a lot of reasons the Niners could lose this game. It's a long road trip. They've had a bunch of drama. Bosa just got here. God knows Jake Moody. Brock Purdy's a question mark. You're better than the Steelers. They have their own issues too. And if you lose to the Steelers, it's not because the Steelers are better than you. It's because you messed something up along the way. You messed up your offseason. You weren't ready for this game. It's another slow start. Like, if you lose this game, I'm not going to be like, it was expected. No problem. Like, that's a big problem if you lose.
All right, so let me push back.
Steelers.
Let me push back. So I don't agree with you, and here's why. Even if everything went perfectly fine this year, right? Nothing happened in the offseason. We still have a first-time defensive coordinator, all right? We still have a quarterback that's coming off of a UCL injury. We still have a running back that didn't even start the middle. He started the middle of the season with us and didn't come in with us. We still have Debo coming off of a bad year, and he's telling him he's coming back more in shape than ever. Like, I feel as though that, yes, a lot of the issues that are with this franchise are self-inflicted. They're self-inflicted, right?
Dude, if Bosa plays in this game and they lose, come on.
If Nick, you about to make
if
me
Nick
ignorant.
plays,
So all right. So if Nick plays and we lose, he's only been here a hot week.
Cool. Well, that's the team's fault. That's the team's fault. But
what
if he plays 60? What if he plays 60 snaps? What if he's out there the whole time? And what if he's great? What if Nick is the best player on the field? He's great, and they still lose. I don't know, man. I think they should win this game.
I could see him like texting his friends like all of this, and these motherfuckers weren't ready to play.
I was. They went to training camp.
So you mean to tell me I was in Florida on this fucking? What the hell have they been doing?
What have they been doing? I don't know. I think it'd be a bad look if they lost this game to a worse team. I know it's a good team and they're on the road.
They're a good team, and Pittsburgh doesn't lose at home. That's why I got them winning. Pittsburgh doesn't lose at home. They're very stout, especially opening day. And we got a lot of moving pieces.
I'm not making excuses. I'm not making excuses for the Niners if they lose this game.
I'm not making excuses for the Niners. Fuck that. I'm not making excuses. You know I don't fucking do that. I'm not fucking making excuses for the Niners. You get me out of my frame now. That's not what I'm doing. I'm doing is that I'm being pragmatic about the situation. We don't know how good they are. We don't know if on paper they're better, but what we do know
is they start slow every year.
That's true. They do start slow.
The Niners. And we do know that Brock Purdy's coming off a serious injury. So it's definitely fair to pick them to lose this game.
They got to make history this year. That I will say. That what they're trying to do, they're trying to make history. But they should be ready to go because Debo said it himself, and I'm glad that he said this. They got to get that number 1 seed this year.
Got to.
They got to. And a game like this will come back and haunt you.
No doubt. Let's take some super chats. Dazza says, is there a right tackle we can go get with this cap space? McKivitz was supposedly only okay in camp, and he's going up against Parsons, Garrett, and TJ Watt. I mean, I think it's the kind of thing that presents itself at the trade deadline when teams are out of it. We don't really know yet. We could guess. Brooks says, Coach bringing the Mo energy to Niners YouTube world.
Mo? Yeah, DC.